if you know the particular drudgery of the weekly podcast grind, you record your episode, you edit your episode, you write the show notes, you hit publish, you maybe send out a tweet or a Facebook post or an Instagram thing, and then 6 days later you do the cycle again, and a few months go by and you go, where's the growth? Where are the new listeners? If that's where you are, or if you've been there, I think I can help. Now, there's a lot of really good, sound marketing advice that applies across the board, but a lot of it is really good for podcasters. But I don't think that's where the problem is, because if we were all following the advice, if we all stuck to, I think, the sensible advice that there is available out there, we'd all have, thousands upon thousands of dollars worth of ad revenue and, listeners all over the place. But the fact is, I think many of us fall at a certain point because we just don't have the support to help guide us, to help us know that we're on the right track. We need people around us to say, yeah, that's it. Maybe tweak this a little bit, or have you spoken to these people, or have you thought about going to this conference, or what about these guests? You can tweak your show notes in this way. These little ways can really help us as we grow as podcasters. The problem with books and video courses, there are so many of them, it's really hard to know which ones to trust. But also, once you've finished the book or you've watched all of the videos in the course, that's kind of it. Maybe there's an online community somewhere, maybe there's a forum where people are discussing things, but really you're kind of on your own. And that's hopefully where I can help. So Podiant Loop is a mentoring program where you, me, and a handful of other podcasters get together every month and we talk about our shows and find out ways that we can help each other. Now, I've done the gamut of podcast stuff. I've hosted them, I've recorded them, I've edited them, I've produced them for myself and for others. I've gone through all sorts of different permutations of show notes and websites and plugins and different bits of tech infrastructure. I've done video versions, I've done live stream versions, I've done internet radio shows that have then been compiled down into podcasts. I've done advice shows, I've done narrative shows. I've made a lot of podcasts since 2008. And so I've got a lot of information stored up in my noggin that can really help. But that's really only a small part of it, because, yeah, I could just put that down in a book, right? And then we're in the same problem again. Oh, go get Mark Steadman's book. And then once you've got Mark Steadman's book, it's like, okay, great. What do I do now? This is what you do now. You come and join me on March the 6th for an open session where you come meet me and a bunch of other people who are interested in the program. You find out what this is all about, and hopefully you sign up and you become a part of the Podiant Loop family. So in a little bit more detail, this is about helping you to know your audience so that you can then grow your influence. It's not about a quick win to boost your audience by 10x or any other kind of jargon like that. It starts with helping you know your audience, helping you figure out who you're making your podcast for so that you can then figure out what value you bring as a podcaster, what value your show is bringing to that audience, and how they benefit as a result of listening. Once you've got that under your belt, and I've got tools to help you with that, it's then getting on the track. It's then figuring out, where do these people hang out? How do we market to them? How can we make a show that is spreadable, basically? And that differs for every person, for every show. And the experience and the advice that I might be able to give, that's one thing. But you'll be part of a mastermind group of people who've also got their own experiences, their own life journeys, and their own learnings that they can bring to the table as well. So, yeah, we'll meet for a couple of hours every month, but also not only will you have access to the videos that we've recorded together as part of the mentoring session, which are only available for you and your loop mates, but also you'll have access to an online community full of people like you, ambitious, independent podcasters who are committed to the medium and want to use podcasting to spread their message. If that sounds like you, if any of this sounds like, yes, I want to get involved in this, I think this can really help you. Head on over to podiant.co/loop. You'll find several buttons there to leave your email address. Once you do, I'll be able to send you an invite so you can join me on March the 6th. It's only going to be available to people who sign up, but it is completely free. I'd love you to come and join me. We'll talk about the program. We'll figure out how we can help, and then we can get started. So thank you very much for watching this. And if you know of anyone that you think is going to benefit from watching this or benefit from the Loop program, then of course, send them this video or tell them to go to podiant.co/loop, and I hope to see you there.